UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has said that suggestions that he wanted to allow the COVID-19 virus to rip through the population were completely wrong. He also refuted the portrayal of partying in Downing Street during the second day of public questioning and called it, quote-unquote, absurd. This comes as the former Prime Minister was forced from office last year. Now, after public anger erupted over the COVID lockdown breaching parties called Partygate, the former Prime Minister insisted that the public's perception on the Partygate scandal was, quote-unquote, a million miles from the reality of what happened. He claimed that hundreds of civil servants were working hard and followed the rules. Listen in.
What can I do but again apologise for mistakes that we made in number 10. What I'm trying to tell you and to tell the inquiry is that I think that the characterisation, the representation there has been of what civil servants and advisors were doing in number 10 has been a travesty of the truth. They thought they were working very, very hard, which they were.
The inquiry has heard evidence from advisers that, fearing the impact of the pandemic on the economy, Boris Johnson did not allow for another lockdown. This in turn caused for the virus to spread uncontrollably. The former leader also faces a barrage of criticism over the lack of scientific understanding of the COVID-19 pandemic. He apologized for the way his government handled the virus, saying that they vastly underestimated the risks involved. Take a look.
I think the answer to that is that, given what I knew at the time about what was going on, the answer to that is no. But what I possibly should have done is issued a general instruction to everybody to be mindful of the rules and how things would appear.
Separately, ahead of the second day's hearing in London, families who lost their loved ones to the pandemic took to the streets in protest. People called the evidence in the official inquiry frustrating and disrespectful. Now, during COVID, the United Kingdom faced its biggest health crisis in decades. The country saw one of Europe's longest and strictest lockdowns, as well as one of the highest death tolls across the continent. As per data, coronavirus killed more than 200,000 people in Britain and infected many millions more.